stare, but you like what you see. Moonwalking on the air, yeah, it ain't even fair. So on top of the beat, better listen up. We about to make it happen. So hot, we burn it up. We just can't get enough. Get down now, have some fun, 'cause we about to make it. We about to make it happen. Ain't nothing else to do. Keep that attitude, red carpet and gold. Hey, hey, boombox bumping old school, playing by your own rules, ready to roll. Better listen up, we about to make it happen. So hot, we burn it up. We just can't get enough. Get down now, have some fun, 'cause we about to make it. We about to make it happen. We about to make it happen. We about to make it happen. Make it
This stream gonna be fun, I think.
about to make it happen. Better listen up. So hot, we burn it up. We just can't get enough. Get down now, have some fun, 'cause we about to make it. We about to make it happen.
So when are we getting 100 days of watching paint dry?
Hold up, now do what you do. Get loud, go ahead, get loose. Get down to business, tell everyone nothing's off limits. You can have anything you want.
I come here as a break from sad milk Mons Maria Khan. I have been watching for at least 6 hours. I need a break from her life.
Tell everyone you can have anything you want. With that brand new style, show off. Watch them all get wild. Get down to business, tell everyone. Go out and get it. You can have anything you want. Anything you want. Tell everyone you can have anything you want. Anything. If you want it, you can have anything. If you want it, you can have anything you want. With that brand new style, watch them all get wild. Now do what you do. If you want it. Anything you want. Tell everyone you can have anything you want. If you want it, you can have anything.
3-year sub in almost a 2-year streak, baby.
You can have anything you want. With that brand new style, watch them all get wild. Now do what you do. Tell everyone you can have anything you want. No losses, I don't do lipo. A few screws.
visit, shining brighter than the city lights, bringing fire, keeping it alive. Do you feel that rhythm running through your veins? It's all about the heat and love we bring. I'm locked and ready to fly, so smooth. Do you feel that spark? Man, you gotta funk. Lit the sky with your flat knock. Who's there having the best time of their lives? Twist that fire, you got it right. Spin it, shake, clap,
Hello, everybody, and welcome into the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. How is everybody doing? Is everybody excited? Is everybody ready? Seems like you are. It seems like you are. So, I know some of you are potentially expecting like a whole big... Hi, dog. Yes, hello. No, down. A whole big thing. Hi. We're not doing that this year. For a reason... Oh, my ankles. Hello, dog. Okay. Hi. We're standing because I... We're standing because I thought we'd... no. Hello. Oh, I'm gone! I have disappeared! Well, that was fun while it lasted. Good to see you, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. All day. Thank you all so much for a level 4 hype train as we began the stream. Scooter starting it out. Then Pamela very much. Nocturne with converting from a prime to a tier 1 sub. Felon Bernard with the prime sub. Lil Mia with the prime sub. Thank you so much. Mig with 8 months. Thank you so much, buddy. Matron Marion with the 9 months. Perfection with the 2. White Lily with the 2. Luna with the 37. 37. Oh my God, y'all are being mean. Y'all are being so mean. Right at the top of the stream. Stars Eclipse with the prime sub. Eggy with the sub as well. Nexus with the gifted. Midnight with the gifted. An Anon gifter as well. And thank you very much to Lil Mia and Plumbite for the bits as well. And I think that's everything. Scooter with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Null, thank you very much for the 2 months as well for the prime. I appreciate it. You're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me.
I didn't know I had this.
Well, now you do. 50 stream streak. Ding. Okay, you got that. 50 streams. My goodness. Purple Mouse, thank you very much for the continuous support. Using the legs. So, yes, I'm JC. Thank you for the 2 gifted subs. I appreciate it. I'm trying really hard. We are going to be trying really hard in this year to be better. So I am starting immediately. The dog is on my feet and he's like nipping at my toes because he's like, you're not supposed to be standing right here, which is fine. I know I said we were building a set for this and we were doing a whole big thing and a whole big presentation. And I did think about doing that. I was about halfway through it and I'm like, you know what? Let's just not. Let's instead pare it back a little bit, do what we would do, the actual thing, and it feels very on theme with what we're going to be doing. So for everybody who's here, also, Lauren Thomas, congratulations at being follower number 35,000 exactly on the stream. I didn't want to bring too much of an announce to it. So we're going to do 2 things. First off, Godsfoot, thank you very much for the year of subscribership. Oh no, it said 12 months, but it also said 11. So I'm not sure. Lauren, I saw the follow. You get a year of subs because I think that that's just cool. So that is a year of subscribership to the channel. Thank you for being here. I really hope you're not a bot. So I really hope you're not a bot, but there you go. There's a year of being subscribed to the channel on me for being follower number 30. You're a human. We've done it. We did it, chat. We did it. We win. You're subbed for a year. Thank God. That could have been really human. Woo! That could have been really, really bad. But we're so back. We're so back. You're here for a year now. Enjoy. Yes. So, who's new? let me put it this way. Who here has seen a State of the Gundo before? Who here has seen one? If you have seen one, tell me. If you've been here for one. No, I'm new. Who's Lagundo? Nope, new. Yeah, I figured. This is going to be a big point of what we're going to talk about and why, which is actually going to be very fun, this is going to be interesting. You've never seen one. So, you know how right about now, I've never seen this man before in my life. You know how right about now, every website ever is first time on stream. Hello, Bramble. Good to see you. Or Briar. I don't know. Tell me which noun you prefer. Who's this looking to go? Pizza Buff. Hi. So you know how everybody ever right now is sending you your blank wrapped for the year. What are legs? Easy. They're sending you your such and such wrapped for the year. Looking back at what happened in the last year and going forward into 2026. Not everybody's announcing stuff. Some people are. So we have stuff like that, which is a thing. But this is... You follow me on YouTube? Well, that's wonderful. You're from the Vamps crowd, first Lagundo stream. Okay. This is going to be a little different than what we normally do. But bear with me, okay? So this could be fun. We do this every year. We do this at the end of the year. The last planned stream of the year. Scorvin, 9 months of subscribership. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I literally have a PowerPoint. This is 4 years running that we've done this. We started it back in 2022 as a bit of a joke. Right before I was about to go into a very different chapter of my life, and streaming was going to change significantly for me, and my journey in content creation and being a full-time content creator was very different, was in a very different place. All 4 of these, ECR, 21 months, thank you so much. All 4 of these presentations have felt substantively different to each other. It feels like every time when we're at this point of the year, when we're at the end of the year and we're looking back, every year has played out so significantly differently from anything else that we've done. And it has always felt very strange. Found you just before Subathon this year. Watch more streams. No worries, you're here. So, Rusty, hi. So, this is Google Slides, okay? I'm not paying for Microsoft Office. I don't need that. Okay. Tried looking up. We have to have the dog leaded right now because all the Christmas wrapping stuff is on the floor over there, and he loves ripping it apart, which is a problem. So he's actually on a thing. So here's the thing, right? Like Google's not much better, but still, right? Okay. This is 2025. I look back and I look forward to 2026. We do this every year. It's always been fun. It's been a little bit different every year, but we're making it work. Last year I did like a whole big green screen and everything else because it was reflective of last year, right? Last year was a whole big thing. But now this year's changed a lot. And we're going to talk about that. And we're going to go through a lot of what's different, what we're doing differently, what I'm doing differently, what I've changed by choice, what I've been forced to change, and what we're going to do next about it. So, with all that said, ladies, gentlemen, those between and beyond, welcome to the State of the Gundo. I tried to find like a corporate soundtrack on Spotify. Haven't been able to. Right? Have not been able to find like a corporate soundtrack. So we're going to stick with the normal stream playlist. And hopefully, I will not be clowned on too hard. Right? Transition is still, yes. All right, so welcome everybody. Welcome. Oh, don't you just love it when the title slide has a title slide right after it? That's fun. Conference room white noise. Wait, hold on. Let me Google that. I might, that'd be very funny. conference room, quiet office background music. Quiet office background music for working and studying. Do I just put this on? Oh, this could be funny. Do I just put this on? Hold on. Do we just do this? Oh, this is triggering. I hate this. I hate this so much right now. I don't like... No. Kill it with fire. Kill it with... Nope. Give me the music. Oh, I don't like that. I do not like... That was flashbacks. That was... Oh, no. Return to office strategies. No, that was flashbacks. I don't need that. Right? Like, oh, no. Much hate. I do. Where? Okay, there it is. Dream is to escape that. True. Please Hold would be very funny, but I also don't want to just play Eli Beatmaker music on loop without a license to do so. So there is that. So, unfortunately, probably not. Okay. Here's what we're doing today. For those, everybody's new. Mick, thank you for the 100 bits.
I am very excited for I spent 100 days as a McDonald's employee in Minecraft Hardcore.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a lot of our plans. All right. Please hold. I don't have a license to do Please Hold. I don't want to just take it. We're going to take a look. We're already working on our intro. We're going to look at the stats because I like being transparent about where the channels are and everything that we've done going forward. We're going to talk about content strategy for what we've learned, what I've learned, what's changing, what's happening in 2026. We're going to talk about streaming, and we're going to talk about everything that we need to do in streaming, everything that we have done, and what's changed on this channel for this year. Thank you, Digit. Good to see you. We're going to talk about leg.gg episode 2 because that's coming. The confidential in the corner is killing me. It was there when I got this template, and I thought it was funny. And I was really waiting to see how long it would take for somebody to say something about it. And it did not take very long at all. It was extremely fast. Hey, for all of you who are just like, what the heck is leg.gg? Exclamation mark MC.
Word ban! Don't say it!
Oh, I hate this.
Has redeemed a word ban. You cannot say year for the next 10 minutes. Good
I
luck.
cannot, I hate this. In this annual period, in this fiscal period for leg.gg, talking about the 2025 cycle around the sun, we have a lot that we wish to discuss, and we shall be discussing what will be happening in the next cycle around the sun and the next fiscal period for the greater Lagundo network of channels and projects and everything else that we're doing. I hate this. Okay, where we are. I can update this. Oh no, I preemptively set it to 35. Where we are. Right now, I would say, Lagundo, the Leon. Right now, at the end of this fiscal period, oh, you're making me sound so corporate. We are at 704,000 subscribers on Lagundo, 23,000 subscribers on Lagundos, and 35,000 as of a few minutes ago here on Twitch. And that is very different to where we were in 2024 fiscal period. Because in 2024, I would have only shown you the leftmost of these numbers. And in 2025, and I really want to say that word, in 2025, get corporatified. In 2025, obviously, we're talking about more than one thing. Ow, that hurts. We'll talk about that. That's happening as well. Use 12 months. 12 months would be really good. Okay, we're going to do this. So, 2025 in numbers. Here's what changed on just the Lagundo channel. We're going to talk about just that. We gained 51,000 subscribers. We had 13.4 million views. and 18 videos released across the 12 months of 2025, which feels amazing. I jokingly kept that in the corner, Luca. It feels amazing. I feel really proud of it, but I want to put things into perspective of where things have changed, because all of those numbers, there we go, are down from 2024. Significantly down from 2024. And I think that this is worth noting because everyone was celebrating, and let me be honest, it is extremely a privileged thing. If you look at just this slide, just this one, why is this the dog triggering something? I don't know what's happening. If you look at just this slide, it feels fantastic, right? It feels absolutely fantastic. It feels like everything is amazing. Everyone was celebrating. Rightfully so. Nothing here is worth complaining about at all. This is an extremely privileged thing to be able to say, right? And then the evil and intimidating. Okay. Something is genuinely wonky right now. Okay. And then the evil and intimidating statistics. Come in. All right. Big and happy number, evil and intimidating statistics. I want to be much more transparent with this, because I think talking about this kind of thing, being upfront with this kind of thing, telling you where I'm coming from, what my priorities are, and what's changed for me that's in my control versus what's out of my control is extremely important. So, okay. Everything is registering twice. So I'm just going to click from now on. In the trip around the sun labeled 2023, we had 3 months that we gained more than 1 million views in a single calendar month. 3. In 2024, we had 7, which feels really good, right? You're doubling up. You do twice as good as you did in the previous trip around the sun. 2024 felt like a ridiculous high point for where things were. In 2025, that number dropped from 7 to 5, which feels really good still. You're still at about half of the trip around the sun. We've still done half of the months of the collection of months. 50% ain't bad, right? Until you start realizing that all of those months were the first 5 months of the trip around the sun, and then things have drastically changed when it comes to both the algorithm on YouTube, as well as what people need and what people have time for. Because I'm going to be completely honest, any creator who will just sit down and go, the algorithm has killed me, has given up on really attempting to evolve and grow and survive as a creator. If you just sit down and say, oh, here's the thing, Fire, don't feel depressed about this. This whole thing is overwhelmingly positive, but we're being very transparent from the rip, right? So here's what I'm saying. I'm not depressed about this at all, but I'm going to be transparent about it. Things have changed. Let me be, as some of you will get very excited for me to say, to be abundantly clear. To be abundantly clear about the situation. He said it! To be abundantly clear about the situation. YouTube has changed. The world has changed. We elected a wannabe dictator who's taken office at the start of this year, and things have changed. And that's had some knock-on effects, shall we say, to the greater entertainment industry and to things in general. So I'm working my way around it, okay? Oh no, I said year. I said the word. Oh, crushing failure. I'll gift them later. Give me a minute. I'll gift them later. Oh no, crushing failure and defeat. Womp womp. I'm already sweating. Oh, I'm already sweating. Jack, thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate it. It's always the bit. It's always when I get too into it. When I have time to think, it's fine. But when I don't, it's bad. He's bad. So, on the Legundo Prime channel, we have not crossed the 1 million view mark since May. I think that is a big part of what we're going to talk about. But something that is entirely worth noting when it comes to all of these changes, I am not alone. This is not a Legundo problem. This is not, I have messed up the channel. Angelus, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs to the community. I appreciate it. It is not a Legundo problem. This is not that I stopped posting or I stopped making the videos that people were watching or that I changed something. The world changed around what I was doing on YouTube. Also, everybody should be back. Jack, thank you for a gifted sub to Dusk as well. The world changed around YouTube. The economy is very different from where it was in 2024. The political climate is very different from where it was in 2024. There's a very fun, I say fun, but there's a very interesting breakdown about how, think about it, 2 years ago, every superhero movie was trying to reinvent superheroes as these dark, gritty, down-to-earth, grounded, realistic, kind of existing in our world, darkest timeline version of what they could be.
2 months of whimsy, thank y'all.
Thank you very much, Rhythm. I appreciate it. That was Hollywood in 2023 and 2024, right? Those were the movies that were being made. Now, look at the movies now. They're very bright. They're very colorful. They're very hopeful. They're very idyllic in the world that they're attempting to present because people need that kind of view in things. It's a very different point of view that people need. Very different need for what people need out of content, and it changes the equation of what YouTube is. Because, well, we're gonna get to that. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, right? 2025 Superman is the best example. Fantastic Four 2023 versus Fantastic Four 2025, I think is another great example of we need our heroes to be dark, gritty, and grounded because the world is, on average, fine. Versus, give us the idyllic version of every hero ever.
I'm probably disappointed in you.
The word
Yes, you
ban has
definitely
ended.
are.
You many now speak freely.
Right? So thinking about those movies and thinking about why you loved those movies and why those movies were made at a different point in time, extrapolate that down. Bring that down to creators, to YouTube, to schmucks in the basement, just like myself, who do this and who have to figure it out on their own. Okay? I think that stands. And every single person that I have spoken to in Minecraft content creation and content creation in general, 2025 has been the worst for people who can't or won't change. You can't just keep doing the same thing that we've been doing since lockdown times. The creator economy is not like that. The things that we need to do, the things that you all want to see, are not the same from what they were a year ago. And anybody who either can't change fast enough or willingly enough, or won't change, has had the worst year they've ever had. So I know it's not just me. I know it's not just me. Jack, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate it. All right? For the longest time we could just do the same thing. Things needed to change. Enter the GUNDOs. I've had this second channel hovering around for about 3 years. And for the longest time, it was a second channel. It was a dumping ground for random ideas that I felt like didn't belong on what I thought the main channel was. And this year, we stopped treating it like that, and we realized that we're basically starting over anyway. So if we're gonna start over, let's start over with the channel that's catered to the other end of the spectrum when it comes to content. Not the big idea videos where it needs to be one big video that's fully self-contained. The projects that need to appeal to people who don't know what I am, and instead can be content for the people who want to see me and my friends do cool stuff. That started all on its own. It got some content uploaded to it. Then the series started arriving throughout this year, and we will talk about all of them. But the difference, looking at all of those analytics, right? Think back to the slide that I showed you a little bit ago, comparing Legundo 2025 to Legundo 2024, 50% down across the board, effectively, right? We are greater than 1,000% up on this channel. Effectively, this channel has gone from nothing to almost 1 million views in 6 months. In 6 months, we have successfully launched a second channel that for most people could be their main. And I don't say that in any way derogatory to anybody else, but I say that in the sense of like we were able to make something else on top of and above and beyond this one little thing that I was doing and make and do it again, which I think kind of proves that we know what we're doing. It was just a matter of making it work
Nautical Goose just
as
raided the
things
stream
has
with 4
changed.
viewers. Thank you for the support.
Goose, thank you very much for the raid. And then Purple Mouse, thank you for the 5 gifted subs to the community. I really appreciate both of those. How was your stream and what were you doing today? But yes, Dose has led to a lot of different stuff. And it's led to me re-evaluating everything we do across all of the channels and everything that we have to do across all of the channels and the series and projects that I've gotten involved in. Also, an anonymous gifter to Anne. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Dusk, you get me on the commands every time. Command, edit, call, legs is only talking to you. Specifically. It is my main Legundo content outside of streams. Yes. And for a lot of people, it has. And for a lot of people, Dose is my channel. That's it. Like, look, for a lot of people, Lagoon Dose is the only channel of mine that they may be subscribed to. And that is perfectly fine. That means we're doing it right. We are cultivating multiple different audiences and giving them each a channel that they want. That every video on that channel is good for what they want to watch. For the people who want to watch hardcore survival stuff, either collaborative or solo, big movie kind of projects, that's Uno. Legundo Uno, which we have started calling it that. For people who want to watch SMP, long-term invested series, the weekly Come Back Again, where you don't care if the title has episode 8 or episode 13 in the title. You're there for the next episode of Skyblock Kingdoms or something like that. That is over here. That is Dose. You can subscribe to both. You can subscribe to one. You can subscribe to the other. Both, all of that matters to me. Both of those channels matter to me immensely. And I think that goes to show that, like, we're doing it something right. Right? We're doing something right. It's working. Grab Dose for Vampires and for SBK. You watch it all. Thank you. But yeah, that has led to us making, and then that's not even talking about here. Okay? On Twitch in the last 90 days, 90 days, 3 months here on Twitch. Okay? I need to edit that command. Derpy, can you do command edit Cookie Mafia and just blank it out for right now? In 3 months on streaming, we have gone almost 5,000 followers up from where we were. We were under 30K in September. And look at the milestone we literally just crossed this morning or today. Okay? And then additionally to that, we've gone from about 90 or 100 people watching to, and let's unhide it for a second for myself, to just short of 400 people watching all at once. And I'm just doing a PowerPoint right now. Like some of the craziest streams and some of my peak streams of the whole year are either just playing on Skyblock Kingdoms or when we played Blood on the Clock Tower with the Vampires SMP crew or other things like that. All of that has happened in the last like 3 or 4 months. And it has led to a ridiculous shift in my mind about how what I'm doing is changing, how I'm producing it is changing, and so many other things. So it's been a big deal. Nick, thank you for the 5 gifted subs to the community as well. Yeah, this is totally confidential, everybody. Don't share it. Totally confidential. This is just for the GUNDO board meeting, which you are all obviously members of. Okay? So if you're not supposed to be in this meeting, forward the email to security at something. I don't know. Something like that. Nexus, thank you very much for the 200 bits as well. Very good. Just, yeah, if this email is not meant for you, just close it and move on. Found me through a combination of Vampires, SPK, and Avid. I find you to be a comforting streamer to watch. Well, thank you very much. Did you get an accidental Zoom invite? You hacked it. You guessed it. You guessed the Zoom link. Anura, thank you very much for the 200 bits. I appreciate it. Business. Wait, business. Everybody type business. So, all of this and everything that we were doing to say, 40 minutes of yapping to say, just putting out one big video a month doesn't work anymore. Oh, shocking. I know. Oh my God. Who would have thought? Things changed. A couple hours random. So, look, I'm not going to say I'm never making a 100 days video again. I still need to pay my mortgage and eat. And both of those things cost money more and more every day. So I probably will. I almost certainly will. Okay? Let's be honest. Okay? But it can't be the only thing. It can't be the only thing. It can't be the only thing I'm doing. And I can't just go making the same videos, having each one get less and less and less and less viewership compared to other things that I'm doing. The Dead World video that we just posted yesterday has the same amount of views in its first 24 hours as the Wilderness 100 Days video that we posted a month previously. The difference there is that the Wilderness 100 Days video takes about 60 hours of recording and editing time to turn around and make it into an actual project. It's over 300 gigabytes of video footage that most of it is worthless, but you just have to keep playing to hit that magical SEO number that suddenly makes a certain group of the internet care about your video.
Mr. Gundo, the board and
Yes?
investors want to know how nearly 400 random people got your meeting link. Can we table them?
If you need to put me on a performance improvement plan, I'm really sorry. Oh. Luna, thank you for the underbits, right? Also, multiple tries. That video, my God. That Wilderness video took me 7 tries to get to day 10. Took like a whole extra week to get to day 10. Jack,
Chaos, 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 and more chaos.
thank you for the 1,000 bits, right? It is hell. It was hell, and I hated it. It made for a good video at the end of the day. It made for an interesting story, but it took me a week to get to day 10 in that mod pack. Okay? These videos and what I've had to do, too many adult words, please stop. Look, I'm 37, okay? I'm going to say adult words, but I'm never going to say actually horrible things. You can go to a lot of places where people can use very childish words to say very hateful and horrible things. I don't do that, but I'm also talking to my audience like adults. So I do apologize if you are watching with little ones and you treat how you handle your little ones differently. Totally valid. Totally valid. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. You might want to turn into a different stream, but we are having a frank conversation today. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit different. I'm also just not gonna immediately just go at the top of my lungs and just swear. I don't trust my mute button that much. But let's be honest here for a second. TNT getting a gifted sub. Who's Frank? Tell me now. What do the numbers mean? The Dead World video out the door took about... Peeps, how long did it take you to edit it? Maybe about 6-7 hours? Oh, God. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think about it, because it's about a half a dozen. As soon as I notice it, it's impossible to get. I didn't do it on purpose. Okay, now I do deserve to be put on a performance improvement plan. Now I do go on a performance improvement plan. Okay, now I deserve it. Now I deserve it. Right? It's just bad. Look, that whole meme is pattern recognition, right? The fact that those two numbers next to each other is a single syllable number. I'm invisible again. Is a single syllable number followed by a 2-syllable number that is around a half a dozen, and humans consciously use a dozen as a good like amount of something, and you say about half of that, so it feels like half of a good amount of something. It's the right number for like a handful of things. That's the psychology behind it, but the fact that that's been turned into a meme is very funny. We can't call it stupid. To my fellow millennials, we cannot call it stupid. We spent a year with an image of Lord Farquaad with Markiplier's face saying E and making that the meme of the year. We cannot take the moral high ground here. This is our fault as well. Okay? We did this. I am raising a child to be meme aware. Okay? This is our fault too. And I will not stand here and allow them to drive a wedge between us when we just need to be getting together and eating the rich. Okay? We can make fun of each other as much as we want, but we need to have priorities, okay? This is what we need to focus. We need to lock in, people. Pay attention. Okay. Cannibalism as a treat? Comrade Lagundo. So, it's time to change things. It's time to do things differently. And I think it's already probably pretty clear what the objectives are for 2026. Okay? Okay, that is one of our songs. I got confused for a second. Time for a pyramid scheme. I mean, no. Jack, thank you for another gifted sub to Leon. Thank you so much. Time for a bit of a pyramid scheme. No. I think realistically, like, let's be honest about this. Okay? Let's be honest about this. Lagundos, and the Twitch streams are pretty much equal footing right now of where videos go, and they're all important. Giving you money so you become rich and we can eat you. Thank you for the 100 bits. I don't think it is physically possible to make me rich enough where we need to add me to the menu. Okay, I can think of a very short list of people that could be eaten that would send enough of a message that we might actually start getting good social improvement. But we'll get there. But I think realistically, we can try. I think realistically, both of those channels are just as important as Twitch streaming, which is just as important. And I think both of those lead into the fact that I cannot sit down here by myself. I cannot sit down here by myself and just make videos alone anymore. I mentally, physically, emotionally just incapable of doing it. I will force myself to do it sometimes because that's what the job requires. And hell, if that's the worst thing I have to do in my job, I think I'm doing something right. And I think I'm doing something pretty lucky. And I'm pretty much in a good spot. Like, come on. I can't really complain. Jack, thank you for another gifted sub to Duvid. But I think a big thing, something that I've worked on a lot for the last year, and something that we're going to be working on a lot in 2025 is leg.gg. We've done so much for that server, and we are preparing to start kind of moving into what we're going to be calling episode 2. We've been doing a lot of work on new features for the server, on bedrock improvement for the server, on adding a whole bunch more to SMP Plus, which should have been there from the beginning, but we dropped the ball. We're owning the fact that we dropped the ball, but we are making it right? ECR has been going nuts on SMP Plus features. There's a lot coming with the custom enchants, with the player-to-player economy, and people being able to make shops and do other things like that, being able to reconfigure and add things, and looking into custom fishing for things that we're doing. TNT has been owning a lot of the configuration and work with the testers for a new round of blowout maps, which are going to be coming, which are all really, really exciting. And shout out to our testing cohort for the maps that they've been building, as well as making on top of everything else with that you're going to have. We're effectively, we could, if we release them all at once. We're not going to, because that's kind of overwhelming. But we're coming up with 3 maps. There's another 5 that the testers are actively refining to the point where we could effectively double the map pool for blowout in the next few months. And that does not even talk about the things that we want to do for games like Running on Random or Extraction. If you want to play on the server right now, !MC, the IP address is leg.gg. If you're on Bedrock and you're like, oh no, another server I don't get to play on. Well, good news. The IP address for Bedrock players is play.leg.gg. You can play too. The server is built for Java first, so there are some things we do that use like display entities or text displays or things like that that won't one-to-one translate. But you can play. You 100% can play on the server in Bedrock. Java is where we recommend, but the rest work. Dusk, hold that thought. You're getting ahead of me. Can anyone pay for perks like on Hypixel? We do have a legend rank. That legend rank lets you put fancy gradients onto the names of your items on the SMP, and gives you a few cosmetic items. There's also cosmetic items that you can purchase with gems. The only thing that you can do on the server that affects gameplay is something right now, is something called a booster. If you buy that booster, it applies to every single player on the server for 24 hours. So there is no way to get ahead or pay to win on our server. I have multiple of my developers and moderators and staff team all telling me that they will quit in a heartbeat and or kill me or leak my address if I ever do that. I hate it. There's not even pay to accelerate, not individually. There is, that's not fair, right? There is pay to accelerate. There are boosters, but they are global. They are global boosters. There's no way for you to pay to individually shortcut yourself ahead of anybody else. Play the damn game. That's how it works, okay? That's play the game. That's how it works. That's what we want. So, I'm vamping for a minute to let the people in ad jail. Can I take this sweater off? I'm kind of roasting right now. I am sweating so badly. Oh. Whew. He's toasty. Oh, it's toasty. Be good. Very old shirt design. But still very valid. Isn't corporate supposed to be shirt and tie? Look, I put in my time. We're hydrating. We're waiting. Be GUNDO. Lunar, thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. But yes, leg.gg is that homemade, and if so, that's just purchased from a store. I wish I knew somebody that good. This was just purchased from like a big box store. This is just made by the people who own the IP for Rudolph. Right? It's just purchased from a store. So, yeah, leg.gg is a great server. We have a lot of things that we're going to be adding. There are ways that things are coming, that there will be monetization of some small things, being able to purchase specific things or things like that that are for personal enrichment. None of it is personal advancement. None of it allows you to bypass or get past other players. I would love it if you would all go play on leg.gg. We put so much work into that server. So much work into that server, and I would love for more people to go play. Anything 1.21. Any 1.21 would play. We are going to be upgrading it to 1.21.11 soon. And this is talking about certain slides out of order, but we did just sign a 1-year commitment for new hardware for the server that we will be migrating to right near the end of the year. That is going to allow us to scale the server up and do a lot more with the server as far as being able to support things like private lobbies, more creator-based and combination events, or other things like that. There's so much that we're going to be doing. So we have a lot coming. We have a lot more for that. We are literally locked in for a year to be able to doing more work on the server. So there's a lot happening, which is I'm very, very excited for. Private lobbies will be coming at some point in this year if I can hit everything on our roadmap. Do not take that as a hard commitment. Yeah, we are doubling our RAM. We are doubling our RAM. We are going from a 128 and 192 to two 256 DDR5 RAM machines with a lot more stuff. So I'm very excited for us to be able to do that because it's going to give us a hell of a lot more headroom to be able to make the server grow. And that is how much I believe in what we are doing on leg.gg. And you're going to be seeing some streams of making stuff for that server and things for Extraction Season 2 and a lot of other things. Look, y'all, I mean it. I'm committed to this project. I want this server to succeed so badly. So we are locked in for this. So it's be good. You've been looking for a good server. We have a great one. I think if you like just playing vanilla Minecraft, or if you like being able to get locked in on mini games, we need to get a lot more people in on those games. So there's the player base to make it all work, and I would love for you all to see it. Yeah, at the start of episode 1, we were at 100 concurrent users. That has dwindled over time because content slowed down because life happened. We are getting back on track for that. So we have more things coming up. So I'm excited. Okay, so back to the slides that we're at. Building a network and reevaluating what content I'm producing and everything that we're doing. I want to show and just list off the things that we have done differently in the last few months that I think give you a good idea of the direction of the channels. All right? It started with doing the Spore video of if you don't do the Discord. Yes, you can. You can play right away. Started with a Spore video, getting a few friends together and doing a multi-day shoot of us fighting against the Spore mod. We got decimated, but it led to a good video. But that was taking a bunch of people together and doing one big video still. So it was one step along this journey about no longer being an individual creator and finding ways to be able to do stuff with other people. Leading from that, the evolution of that, Haunted Winter, and being able to go into that, but now doing it episodically, doing over all of what we're doing over the Christmas season, right? The Haunted Winter series, we're 2 episodes in. I'm going to be honest, the amount of fan art and fan fiction and writing and fandom that has spawned around the projects that we've been doing in the last few months is such a marked change from everything we've done in the last decade of content creation, bar a few very small blips that are different. I don't want to discount the people who are obsessed with Dominion to this day, right? That project still has a very special place in my heart, but is such a complicated story to tell, and how it all just fell apart because I mismanaged it, right? We've learned so much, and so many more things are happening. And yes, I love the fact that people have noticed the dun 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 leitmotif, which made its way into episode 1. That was not an accident. Now that led into, okay, some solo stuff. What can I do to evolve the 100 days format? To do things that cater to the people who want those videos, but won't take a month and a half to produce, right? And that's the Dead World. That was us doing something differently and doing a 100 days format without it being specifically the SEO number. And right now that video is on track for what I hoped for a third of the effort to make that video. It is staying on par with a recent 100 days, with the same callbacks to the 100 days multiverse and everything else. Nexus, I saw your redraw of it. I've already reblogged it, right? But being able to do more things like that, and I have more mod packs like this in my mind, just as much as I have more mod packs to take the crew that's currently in Haunted Winter and pull them through the multiversal hellscape with me and do a bunch of different adventures. I would love to do a bunch of different adventures with those people. But that's GUNDO. That's not Dose. So on Dose, we have Naked and Afraid, which was the first major series, which was responsible for basically doubling that subscriber count, going from about 5,000 or 6,000 subscribers up to about 16 pretty quickly. Like 14, 15, 16,000 subscribers pretty quickly. The Goatman arc on that was phenomenal. And let me tell you, I genuinely did not know who the Goatman was until Forsey dug through the wall in session 4, right? And we were able to make a very fun story about a hardcore server for that, leading into being a part of Naked and Afraid Jingle Jam, which just happened a few weeks ago, and doing it live, and being able to participate in raising a solid portion, like I think 10,000 pounds collectively across the whole group, across the Naked and Afraid group, during our portions on the streams. Yes, I got landmine. Yes, I will get revenge. They're gonna have a new thing to fear in season 3. Oh, it's gonna be glorious. But at the same time, we've been able to do some very cool things, and that is another group of people that I don't always get to collaborate with, but it brings together people from so many different parts of the Minecraft space, brings everybody together for one big challenge, and let's see what we can do. So, time to do some harm. We'll get to there for season 3. That led to Skyblock Kingdoms! And I'm invisible again! That led to Skyblock Kingdoms. Such an amazing server, my comfort server that I watched in 2024, and I watched in the earlier half of 2025. These are my friends. These are amazing people, and I am so lucky to be a part of the server, and I'm so happy that they invited me to join for season 2. And my island partner's a bit on the fritz, and like the warranty isn't fully, like the warranty isn't getting respected, and tech support's been awful, but I've been having such an amazing bit of fun working on that server, and the base that we've made and the story that we're telling right now on SBK, and the story that everybody on SBK is telling, is fantastic. And just, it is such a good thing. And especially recently, Jack, thank you for another gifted sub. Especially recently, the amount of eyes and attention that have come to SBK because of a combination of vampires and the vampires funnel and some of the other people from that crew joining the server, from us being able to have all these extra things like SBK, like Peeps just said, SBK stocks are up. But it is so very nice to see everybody on that server get the time and attention and eyes that I know that they deserve, and for the effort that they put in, seeing them get the recognition for their work. And I'm just very lucky to be just a small part of it, which is such a big deal. And then, yeah, there's no talking about this year and the lightning rod moments of 2025 without talking about Vampires SMP. I think it is impossible to not acknowledge it. And I think Vampires alone is the doomed Yowie SMP. The Vampires SMP has definitely served to put me individually on a lot of people's radars, and I am so very lucky to have been able to do that, to be a part of that project, have Oppo and Owen send me the invite. And Oppo said to me in just a random call the other day, she goes, I knew you were gonna cook, but damn. Which right? Such a nice stray to catch, right? Of course I use this photo. Of course I use this photo because, hi, Tumblr, I see you. Okay? I'm not dumb. But I did not go in with the plans of what Doc was. I played the character as it happened in front of me, and it made the Tumblr bait SMP. Well, look, yeah, sure, a little, but I think something that's cool, and I think that this is very true about SBK and about Vampires and about me as a person individually, but also just kind of the group as a whole. It was really nice to be able to lean into the fandom part of the fandom culture surrounding the projects that I'm involved in. That didn't exist for 10 years. I'm gonna be completely honest, right? Like, it was there. It was there. There were people who were trying to make it a thing and to put the word out about Dominion, about the scenarios when I was still involved, about so many of these other projects that I've done throughout the years, about the multiverse, about all of it, right? And you can only put the pressure on a small handful of people to generate this lightning rod moment for so long, right? And you can only expect so much out of them. And I'm so very thankful for everybody who has cared about everything I've done over a decade. But you cannot deny that the last 4 or 5 months have been such a lightning rod moment. And Vampires has resonated with people so much more than I think almost anything I've ever done before, if not objectively anything I've ever done before, or everything I was ever able to be involved in before. And that is, you know how they say all it takes is a lucky break, right? Luck is a decade worth of preparation and learning and mastering my craft and being able to tell a story and role playing and having trust with the other people who are on that server and being able to be trusted with, let's be honest here, some heavy stuff that we all brought to the roleplay table. And being able to do that and being able to bring those people together and being able to go fully hard with it and just full send it. All of that is 10 years worth of practice for that series. Right? Bricks. But that's what it was, right? There was no boxing glove. There was no boxing gloves. Boxing gloves are meant to reduce injuries. Right? So it was all the credit, as I will continue to always say, all the credit for bringing that cast together goes to Oppo and Owen, right? That was, brass knuckles. All the credit for bringing that cast together goes to Oppo and Owen and bringing that group of people and saying, here's the prompt, go. But then all the credit from that point forward goes to every single person on that cast full sending it, right? That was a piano. And I love it. And I'm so thankful for it. And I have made us as a group just genuinely clicked so much. And it has led to such intense friendships so quickly. And I am so amazingly thankful for it. I can't wait to do more with this group of people over the next few days and the next few days and weeks and months and years. And all of that, I was then shot 57 times. All of that, going backwards throughout this whole thing, from vampires to SBK to Naked and Afraid to Dead World to Haunted Winter to Spore, and then going back forward through it, and this is glitching out to all hell, to all through it, proves something to me. I am not alone. I was not alone in the server being broken. I was not alone in YouTube being broken. Nothing had changed. I needed to change what I was doing comparatively to where I was 6, 8, 9 months ago to where I am now. The power of friendship. Well, I am the devil from the Bible, so good luck with that. No. But, it's green because I am not alone, right? And that's not only everybody that you see me doing stuff with in front of the camera. I owe so much to the amazing group of people and the amazing team that I have that I can depend on, as well as my friends and my greater community that I can organize with and be able to do more things with. My husband from across the ocean, who we very rarely get to stream together with anymore, but collectively we were able to make a card game, it went on sale successfully. It's getting printed. We partnered with Creo to make it happen, and Wade basically drugged that project over the finish line because all of us were so crazy busy, and he just locked in and just made it happen, right? And all of it. I went from not alone derogatory to not alone affectionate. Yes, 100%. And then, yes, the Vampires SMP crew and everything that we've been able to do together. And this is pretty much my favorite picture from each TwitchCon that I've been to this year, right? When I went to Rotterdam and when I was getting together in Rotterdam and everything else, being able to just sit down with Wade, being able to go through that week together with that group and being able to organize all of that things, and then seeing Wade being able to cast MCC in Rotterdam was such a huge moment for all of us, and I was so excited. And then being halfway through Vampires and then going to TwitchCon when we're on break And the amount of people who just walked up to me, some of them who were in cosplay, some of them who weren't, but a ton of people who were so excited to see me and to see the other members of the cast and all these other things it's so much, and it's so important. And being able to then see the people here, it was very funny. One of the favorite things that happened the whole time for me, right, is we were at one of the after parties late one night, and I saw Ren. I'm like, oh, hey, dude, how you doing? Everything else. And we just started talking. Ren's wonderful. He had no idea who I was in that moment. He's just there. And I'm like, by the way, just because it's loud here, so you know, I'm GUNDO. And he goes, dude, get over here. Like, and it was just immediate, right? And it was so wonderful. And it was so nice. It's like, it was immediately that, right? It was like, we had just finished recording episode 4, okay? Things were happening. Right? And it was so nice. It was so nice. But being able to get everybody together and being able to do everything, and now going from at the start of this year feeling like a person who was fully isolated and who was fully on his own and who really could only count on me and mine and a very select few others, to going to feel like I have a full community and circle and family in the greater Minecraft space this year has been such a marked shift. And for all of the things that we showed early on in the presentation, how analytics and views and everything else are down on GUNDO, I think as a whole, I have succeeded. I will always hate you. I appreciate you too, bud. I think I've succeeded as a whole, and I think we've made so much more this year comparatively to where we were a year ago. And while the numbers won't reflect that, I'm better for it. Objectively better for it. That's not even talking about like at the start of the year, before all of this really happened, right? Before all of this, before pretty much any of you might have even known I existed.
Glad to watch the
Moto,
this year had been awesome.
1 year of subscribership. That's about to be loud in a second. So wait for it. There you go. Totem Gang. This is the 1 year. This is the photo at the end of the subathon. This is us who just finished a little bit of playing Extraction. We were doing the last little bit of the timer running down. And at 8 p.m. on February 28th, the subathon ended because because it was capped for there, because the final sub goal was divorce, and I did not want to unlock that one. so the subathon ended, and that was it. And we did 28 amazing days of very cool coward, of very cool stuff, including an invitational block wars. Like only the second or third invitational block wars at the time. And they've done like 15 this year from my actual wife, Black Bat. I don't want that. They've done like 15 this year, right? And I also completed the Block Wars Rainbow this year. I've officially been on every team in Block Wars, which I'm very, very excited about. That pink team with the Parkour Civ crew and me, we had a blast. We had so much fun. And the fact that I think it was Evbo who was like, this game was so much fun. How do we do this again? And I'm like, yeah, they usually run it every month or so. And they're like, I have to wait a month for this? Is what put the idea of doing a Block Wars Invitational as a subathon reward. And that's why they were once again pink team in the Block Wars GUNDO Invitational. And I put them with Avid and Viking. And I knew that would be a good crew. I knew they'd have fun. And they had a lot of fun. Right? And it was great. And I loved it. Right? Being able to do so many cool things. Cactus is no longer banned from Vikings chat. Cactus got unbanned about 6 months after the subathon happened because he was just looking at his unbanned requests randomly one day, and I was in a call with him, and he started talking about Cactus, and we started laughing about it. And I think they've been in a Clock Tower game or something. They've been in some call since, but it was very funny. It was just ridiculous for that to have happened. But we did so many cool things with that, right? Like, and that's all very early in the year. And then we made our own Minecraft event. It wasn't a minigame event. It's not a minigame event where you're going to see people playing a bunch of minigames and then a finale. We're not making that. We probably will never make that. Let's be honest. But we can do other things. We can push the event space in different directions. And we've done it. We've made Flower Frenzy twice. Both events were very successful in different ways, right? The charity Flower Frenzy event, in combination with Make-A-Wish, we raised thousands
Hearing you
of
talk about how
pounds.
you've made many close friends from this is very special to hear Twitch unity.
Thank you very much, Gecko, for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. A few years back, I remember I was a lot less mature before I literally dreamed I'd find out you were a relative or something. Oh my goodness. No one noticed your cringe story. I saw it. But I see Maddie Milkberry. Yep, Maddie was in the event. And we put together an amazing couple of events. And we will probably do more. Flower Frenzy is there. It's competitive flower collecting, which is very funny, but it is a very fun game. And when we do it as a charity event that people can summon withers, that's always fun too, right? Being able to do some very cool stuff for that. And it gets better, because this is only like May, right? Yeah, it started as 4C's idea, and I partnered with him, and we made it happen. And then, a little bit later in the year, we announced a partnership between Leg.gg and Novus, which is how Running on Random has now made its way onto the server and has been a part of the server network. That's how Jack Hass joined the team. That's how Johnny joined the team. That's how a good portion of our build team joined the team. Running on Random is the only game that has made it through that porting process right now, but there are maybe not exactly one-to-one ports of other things that happened in Novus making their way to Leg.gg right now, but there are maybe the next evolution and the next step on top of some of those games already in the pipeline for things that we want to do for Leg.gg. We're focused right now on making more things, but that's the goal, right? We want to make more things on Leg.gg. The blowout running on random map, my beloved, it is so good. I want to make more Trident maps for running on random. I think it would be fun. And then in October, I get a message. Right? Hey, what are you doing on October 15th? And I was available, and there's a good opportunity to be able to do some cool stuff. And I get into MCC, and I join the roster for MCC across multiple events now. I've been in 3 MCCs this year. I've been in Dodgebolt twice. I've lost twice. Right? But all 3 have been have been so fun, and we're so much of a different vibe each time, right? It's been 3 so far, and they were so much fun. Bingo! Oh, I love bingo. I have 2 nickels so far. If I do it 3,
Love
then
you,
chat has
Legenda.
agreed it's a
From the
curse.
Curtis Rose family.
Thank you very much, Nexus. Nuclear Nexus. Thank you very much for the 200 bits. I appreciate it. The old man bit was amazing. It was so much fun. The bingo bit. Being able to be a part of MCC, I was streaming when the announcement happened because I knew I wanted to share that moment with all of you all. I wanted to share the moment of, oh, this thing just happened with all of you. And I've been live for 2 out of 3 of my team announcements so far. I couldn't be live. I was taking care of my kids on the Green Geckos announcement, but so much fun. Wimpy Diamond, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Go check Twitter. Go check the MCC Twitter chat. That was so much fun. It was so nice. You know what I loved is that image on the left is actually the thumbnail from. Thank you for the 100 bits. That image on the left is the thumbnail from MCC Vault when they posted the highlight from that stream when I got announced. They made that, and that was like one of their most viewed videos for the month, and that felt so. It was so cool. It was so, I don't know, feeling so loved from my community and from my friends and from all of the creators and my friends around there, to being excited that I get to be involved, and it is. I am so very lucky, and everything this year just keeps telling me over and over and over again how so very lucky I am to be a part of the community and everything that I have done. And it's just every month, more and more. We wrote a book. We made a book. Oh, I don't have a copy. I'll have a couple copies. I wrote a book. It took 3 years, but we made it happen. I have a children's book that I've written, that I wrote mainly for my kids. I've read it with my kids and everything else. Shout out to Tanisha for giving me this idea in my very first subathon ever. A long time ago. And now it's a thing. Oh, this is the prototype one too. This is the one that still says text TBD. As far as like the dedication page. This is the actual prototype one. Yeah, we wrote a book. It's currently sold out because we need to do another printing run. But yeah, we're gonna make that available again soon, very soon. And then we made a game. We wrote a book. We made a card game. We've done so many things. But we made a game. We made a game at TwitchCon Rotterdam, made up with my friends because we had so much crazy stuff happening to us. And the story of how we found the craft supplies to make this game at a random card shop in downtown Rotterdam is such a funny one. It was side quest turned into a main quest. The pre-order is over. There will be an overstock sale at some point in time in the near future, but production has started. Cards are being printed, packaged, and being ready to be sent off. It is so much fun. To give the short version, we made up this game while being stalked in Amsterdam. And I will not be elaborating. So that was fun, but it's led to something really amazing. I'll tell the full story another day. The stalking incident. Yeah, we will have an overstock run. I'm excited. It'll be fun. I cannot wait. It'll be really good. What? We got a dog. It's no one on the internet. It's just some random person. But yeah, being like, but that's not the point. The point is we made a really fun game. And Digit, thank you very much for the 100 bits across the 2 messages. Thank you all for another hype train being triggered. I really appreciate it. I'm so thankful for it, y'all. This just tells me all of this. So, oh my goodness, what a year. So let's talk about our goals for the year. What was the plan? What did I want to do in 2025? And what have we successfully completed? This is the goals slide from last year. And I think we've done pretty good. Because realistically, it's just this one. The rest, we did pretty good, I'd say. 3 out of 4, not bad. Right? We 3 out of 4 is not bad. And I do think, especially with how much things have changed in content landscape overall, and the fact that there are multiple channels now, I don't think it makes sense to say 1 million subscribers on just one channel is the goal. I don't think that's really the goal anymore, because I don't think that one channel makes up the whole picture. And I don't think that's passing. We've done it. We've passed. Come on. This is being wonky. I'm just going to restart it. We passed. We did it. I'm very excited. It's pretty good. I can't complain. I'm going to put some different songs on because I want to get to, because if I'm right. Ding. Ding. Wait, where is it? Here we go. We're going to put our music up. And I'm also very low quality right now. Fun. But we did good. I cannot complain. 2025, grand scheme of things, yes, was a bit of a mixed bag in some cases, but is, in the grand scheme of things, an amazing year. Let's talk about what's next. Let's talk about the things that we're going to be doing in 2026 and the objectives of the greater network, the greater whole about everything that we're going to be doing and everything that we want to do. Very confidential. It's the most confidential thing I have. Much exciting. So I think the first one should be really obvious. Okay? Ding! Nice. I think the first one's going to be obvious. We're going to be streaming a lot more than we did in 2025. In 2025, streaming was very much the extra thing that happened across and around existing content being made. Digit!
I'm really glad I found
Thank
your
you so
channel
much.
and content through Vampires SMP because you've quickly become one of my favorite streamers. And my girlfriend...
And your girlfriend who doesn't tend to like a lot of streamers has become a fan of your content. Well, thank you. But yeah, so last year there was, like, we streamed, sure, but not all the time. And I think streaming has become just part of the regular way that I'm doing things, especially with having a server like Skyblock Kingdoms. You're going to be seeing a lot more of it. There's no way I'm going to get around and not be making more things, right? So I'm very excited for this. More streams during the day. More, if anything, I've been streaming more during the day than I've been streaming in the evenings. It's now confident. Yes, I'm glad somebody noticed that I did change it occasionally. I've been streaming more and more during the day than I've been streaming in the evenings. So, if anything, you're getting more daytime streams and the occasional late night evening stream. And we're going to have more of those. I have ideas of small little streamed events we can do during the next few weeks, which I'm very excited to be able to do. Egg, very nice. And that leads to a good thing. So, I am a man who collects YouTube channels like Infinity Stones. If you do ! replay in chat right now, there is a new YouTube channel
Sorry, I'm missing your stream.
which has just launched, which is primarily about just shorts and small clips of the streams. Things that are worthwhile of being edited out and turned into additional content or into shorts without it breaking things. We have a VODs channel. That is where the full VODs go. People have still been watching full VODs on that channel. And I'm going to be honest, right? There are VODs on the VODs channel with tens of thousands of views. That blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. And it makes sense to kind of lean into that a little bit. Kind of lean into that a little bit. So we're making more stuff. So we're doing a lot of shorts. I know I turned the music up. I've been vibing a little bit. But we're gonna be doing shorts and things like that. So Shorts content is going to be going there. If you like seeing just random shorts when you're scrolling, subscribe to that. It'll get added to your feed. You'll get the occasional stream highlight being thrown into your shorts feed, which could be fun. I think you'll appreciate that potentially, which could be fun. It used to be Lagundo Clips. You were already subscribed to it. Yes, I did repurpose an old channel to make it work. I need to make an exclamation mark channels for everything. So yes, probably. But that should be fun. So 457, which is fun. I made a replay channel. It's really just for shorts. It might get the occasional horizontal video that's like a 5-minute highlight out of a video that's like an extra from an SBK stream that won't fit in an SBK video. But yeah, I'm excited. It should be fun. Lagundo, Lagundos, Lagoon Trace. Not Lagoon Trace, Lagoon Replay, and Lagundo VODs. We got 4 Lagundo channels, which is probably maxed out. More channels, if anything, won't be called Lagundo. We'll get to that. Leg.gg episode 2. I've said it a couple times already during this stream that the next big content update for Leg.gg is coming in the next few weeks. We have stuff already happening for pretty much every game on the server, as well as a massive back-end infrastructure rewrite that's going to allow us to do a lot more with the server than we used to be able to do. We've solved a ton of tech debt. I have rewritten the entire hub plugin basically from scratch, as well as a good portion of our matchmaking logic from scratch to be able to support features like parties, friends lists, and other social features which are going to be coming to the server in the near future, but also making the server more Bedrock friendly. If you play on Bedrock right now, when you open up a menu, you're getting a random inventory with a bunch of stuff that you can't see and a bunch of Unicode characters that you can't read because Bedrock doesn't like fonts, which is unfortunate. So instead, you are going to have nice menus with nice buttons and everything that you can see there. !MC to be able to get a link to the leg.gg website. It is on Twitter and Blue Sky at leg.gg and leg.gg on both platforms, respectively. I don't expect it to be anybody's main server, right? But if you add us into the rotation of the servers that you play on, I think you'll have a good time. And I think that's the important thing. And I think that's what I really want you all to see. We will wrestle it into submission. We are trying. We are trying. And you know how I talked about channels? So, this is not going to be a Lagundo channel. It's not going to be a Lagundo channel. It is also not a channel that is out yet. After the subathon, as we've said, as we've shown, this this is the greed they talk about in the Bible. As we've shown, where I was mentally, financially, and so many other lees shortly after subathon is very different compared to where we are now. Beck can vouch for this. I had a full PowerPoint pitch presentation that I went up to a couple other creator friends of mine and said, let's make a channel and spend a bunch of money on it because it'll be a tax sink. I still have that PowerPoint presentation. I photoshopped their faces all over the images. It was very funny. We had a great time and everybody was on board. And then life kind of happened to both of us and things kind of blew up. And because of that, it became very hard to move forward on that project. So it has not progressed a lot over the last year. I'm being fully honest with that. But this is something that we want to still do. It is likely going to change a little bit, though. It's likely not going to be in a studio space. It's likely not going to be as high production as it was. But there's nothing stopping us, as we've proven with Lagoon Dose. There's nothing stopping us for making things on a smaller budget, but being able to do a lot more cool things with it. So there happens to be a very nice space right here on the other side of this desk. The other half of this room, which if you all watched Subathon, you all know what's over there. There's a pool table over there. And the one shot that we did on there that Luvani also just said in chat seemed to work really well. And I think the things that we just need to do a little differently is improve the mic positioning so that everybody who is sitting there can be heard appropriately, and come up with some very simple background decorations so you're not just looking at a white wall. I think we could do that pretty cheap. And I think we can do that in a way that isn't gonna break the bank and isn't gonna require a big studio space and isn't going to require this big crazy investment. We've already come up with a bunch of designs. Beck has already basically spec'd out a shopping list for us to go to Lowe's, buy the things, and all we have to do is put it together, paint, decorate, assemble a few things, and we're good to go. I have been ripping this room apart to be able to make storage space so that in between recording blocks of people coming over to this house to do recording blocks, we will then be able to put that stuff on the side so my children don't kill themselves with a decorative axe hanging off of the wall. There are a lot of things happening. So when I say a tabletop channel, a lot of people here are screaming. Are we talking about D&D? Are we talking about TTRPG channel? Yes, and. Right? Yes, and. Yes, we are talking about a role-playing based in-person and or digital tabletop role-playing channel. A dedicated channel for that, because it is not a GUNDO thing. No game, no project like that works off of a single person. So it will not be named after a single person. It will have its own name, its own brand, its own identity. The full cast is still being figured out. Who will visit and who will participate is still being figured out. I'm going to be honest with you. I have people from my 5-year campaign that are not content creators, that are not people who have been on the internet at all, who are potentially going to be on the cast of this because they are so excited to be involved in more stuff that I do. So these are people who I've been role-playing with for years who are not on the internet, but who are phenomenal role players and I think could make good additions to the cast. So we are working on it. We are finalizing details for it, but this is a thing that I want to happen. This is one of the main goals for me for 2026 is getting this thing up and running. We're basically going to backdoor pilot it again at some point in time during the year. We're going to be doing more stuff during the year. But it's not just role-playing and TTRPGs. We're also going to be playing other tabletop games, including tabletop board games, and including tabletop board games with a bunch of house rules put up on top of it. So, Battleship, but you... right? Like Battleship or Monopoly or Betrayal in the House on the Hill or The King's Dilemma, Hit the Silk, the MCC board game. Maybe we play some Catan. Maybe we play that Cursed Catan variant from that one Veilfist video that we turned into a physical board game. Maybe. We have a lot of things that are on the list of to-dos that we're going to be adding. It is, as I've said, its own channel, its own project, its own brand. Everybody who's going to be involved in it is going to help promote it, is going to be collaboratively working on making it successful. But it is not going to be a GUNDO channel, if that makes sense. It is going to be its own thing, and I'm very excited for it. But this is one of my biggest goals for 2026. These are my goals, but also the announcements, which is quite fun. Right? So that'll be fun. And I really only have one more thing. Where is my mouse? Where's my mouse? Here's my mouse. Oh no, I have 2 more things. There's 2 more things. I slid. 2 more things. 2 more slides. And then we're done. Waiting for the song to kick back on. Really?
Haven't we made it, my love? Oh, honey, look how we made it this
Kopi's going on another adventure, folks. We're gonna do another run of Kopi Takes Flight. Yes, of course. I am in the process of finalizing the second book. The actual like manuscript. Look, writing for a children's book is actually really hard because you have to put your words. You don't get to use a lot of them. But you get to do. You don't get to use a lot of them, but you have to be very precise in the ones that you choose. But I am in the process of finishing up a second book for our favorite flying sheep, who's going to go on another new little adventure. So it should be very fun. I am very excited for this. I am in the process of finalizing it. If Delaney Hazel is available again to illustrate the second book, I have not reached out to them yet. So if Delaney is available to do the second book, it'll be illustrated the same way. So I'm very excited for it. It'll be fun. Hope he travels the world. I have a plan. The theme of the first book is very much not giving up on your dreams. Right? The theme of the first book is very much putting the effort in to make something happen, to make something a reality. The moral of the second book is doing the hard thing. Kopi goes to Oakhurst. Just kidding. Just a sheep covered in blood. No. The moral of the second book is just doing the hard thing. Is all I'm gonna say. Is the story for the second book. So that'll be very funny. But yeah. All right. Last thing. Doing the hard thing, not doing the easy thing. Doing the hard thing is the best way I can do one more horrible thing. Oh God, y'all are traumatized. Don't worry though. I think I can think of something that will make people hopefully a little bit happy. Maybe a little excited. Maybe a point in time where we can kind of like prototype a lot of this. It's because of you. It's because of you. Whose fault is that? You're right. I'm very excited, everybody. February 1st, 2026, which happens to be a Sunday. Subathon 2026 begins, and the clock doesn't end until the month does, or you're done with me, whichever comes first. I'm very excited for this year. Hey!
Just rated
Hey!
51
Welcome in. Hello!
Thank you for the
You're here
support.
just in time. Until divorce. No, we don't want that. Remember, we don't want that. Divorce bad. Unless it's fantasy divorce, in which case could make for a good story. But real life divorce bad. Divorce bad. We want to see the streamer dance. I'm nervous about this one. I'm not going to lie. I am nervous about this one because we ran the full 28 days this year. And that was when we were hovering around 100 people watching, and before all of the ridiculousness that has happened in this year. So I have a bunch of goals that are planned. I have things that are all set up. I have ideas and I have a plan. I also have a plan that if you max out the clock, there are stretch goals that after a certain point, because I need to mentally prepare for this, because you all are ridiculous. But after a certain point, if the clock gets maxed out and we just know that we're live for the month, right? That there needs to be something to be very thankful for your support. So we have started working on it. And we have started on plans. And this music is very ominous. This music is very ominous for this moment. So it will be quite fun. We have a lot of in-person guests planned for the subathon, which should be very exciting. We have in-person events happening and planned. We have a lot of digital events happening and planned for the duration of the month, which should be fun. We also have a lot happening. Like I said, the remainder of December and the month of January is basically let's get leg.gg upgraded so that we can go into episode 2 of the whole server and season 2 of Extraction as a big part of what we're doing for Subathon. And I want to actively be working on that game and playing it with you, alongside you, and continuing to make more stuff across all of the servers. So I'm very excited for everything that's coming in Subathon 2026, which I think is the best way that I can finish the announcements for here. I'm gonna be honest. So, same time next year, everybody? Same time next year? I don't have all the goals on one slide. I don't have everything in one place because those last couple slides, my announcements are also my goals. The hope is making it be a thing. Oh my goodness, what was this? Thank you very much for the order. I appreciate it. The hope is to make this be a thing, and the hope is to check those off as we go. There's a lot to happen. I have a lot of personal goals as well, and a lot of things that I'm going to be doing. Scooter! Thank you for the 1,500 bits. I made myself, as a personal thing, I made a little journal for myself this year. I'm going to journal this year. So this is a personal thing that that I want y'all to keep me honest with. I made a little journal for it, and this is like, I'm going to keep track of all my stats at the start of each month. I have all of checklists. I have ideas for games for leg.gg. I have subathon plans and everything else that we're going to be doing. But it says 1 more year around the sun. Make it brighter. So that is the goal. That is the plan. That is what we want to do. So I owe you all a few subs from failing the word ban near the very beginning of the stream. So we're going to do that. So that goes to all of you all. Congratulations to whoever happens to pick those up, which is a lot of fun. But that is gonna be it, everybody. That is State of the Gundo 2025. What a year. Never knew you streamed on Twitch. Well, hello, Joey. Welcome in. You did kind of miss it. So that is State of the Gundo 2025. That is the year in review. If I had to sum the whole thing up, it is one of immense change. It is very much fate, whatever else you wish to call it, right? There's something to be said for sometimes things have to die for other things to succeed, and oh boy, did the Lagundo channel, the Lagundo channel, go through a somewhat, maybe not death, but a severe unscheduled off-road trip. It's a very slow car accident. But all of that has led to I have gained far more than I've lost. And I am so very thankful for everything that we've been able to do across the projects that I've been able to get involved in, the people that I've been able to now call friends, the community that we're building here, and every single one of you who's here and who's watching, who has found us over the last few months. And we are so much stronger and better off and more resilient, more capable, and more powerful than we were 6 months or a year ago. And you can't see that from looking at subscriber counts. You'll never know that if you only look at the views on the videos. And I don't think if people only ever look at the stats, they're only ever going to get half the picture. So until then, we've made some really cool stuff, and I cannot wait to do more cool stuff together. And for the last planned stream of the year, I can't think of a better way to end. I'm probably going to be live next week, a little bit around all of the holidays and everything else. I'm probably going to be live working on some stuff for leg.gg or playing on Skyblock Kingdoms, maybe getting a bunch of people together for a very impromptu clock tower game. I don't know, but I hope all of you all take some time to spend time with your family and loved ones over the holidays and anything else that you might be working on. Or if you don't have that, find your found family and spend time with them. Family, be it by blood and by true blood bonds, not what the people who are toxic would make you think. Family by genes or by blood. And those are the true two options. Either one. Find and make some time with them. Do some cool stuff. I would love to see it. I would love to hear about it. I'm going to do the same. So that should be a lot of fun. Like I said, I will probably see you at some point in time over the next week. We have a couple streams that we're going to do. But if failing all of that, I will be back after the turn of the new year with more streams coming very, very soon. We're going to send everybody over towards Sad Milkman, who is putting his mind, soul, and body through the absolute ringer in the Mariathon. And I want everyone to be ready to bring the hype over there. So that would be wonderful. Thank you all so much for a fantastic and amazing 2025. I am so very excited for 2026 and everything that we will be doing in the future. And for the last time potentially this year, take care of yourselves. Be good to each other. And I will see you next time. Okay.